Hey guys. I never like my skin color. Um, okay, so, okay, I was gonna do a reading for you guys because yesterday was my birthday, and it was good. It was good. It was a good birthday, but I wanted to point out what the sort of things that can happen when there's some kind of. I've been married and I'm divorced now, and I'm Cuban. I was raised in this a certain religion. I am, and uh, I've always been involved in spiritual work, but I got more into it when something happened with my spouse. It was kind of, I had to protect myself. Um, and in Santeria, when you're a babalao, you are the top of top of the chain. So when I've been told by godfathers of mine and whatnot to be careful of my mother-in-law, I take it really serious. And one in particular even nailed her name. And it was crazy. But I got more into this because I didn't have anybody else to save me, okay? So when this is just a really cool example. When there's a separation kind of thing done, when they're well done, they're really creepy, okay? And that was the ultimate demise of marriage. Um, Besides the fact that there was, other issues that we had. But was it meant to end? I don't believe so. Did it end? Absolutely. Um, and that's okay. But it was kind of crazy because yesterday I'm driving and I kind of had a sad moment, where I was like, damn, it's the first year that I really don't speak to my husband. Didn't call me. He didn't, there was nothing. I was even wondering if he remembered it was my birthday. It's a 12-year marriage, okay? But it was kind of crazy. So I go to the red light and then I see his freaking car there. So, and I wanted to look at him just because I had been thinking about him. And there's his car and then there's a cop car. And these are the kind of things that happen with separation magic. So the light turns green and we're going, and the fucking cop was like pacing my husband. So no matter how slow, I had to turn. I couldn't keep the cars behind me waiting, and I tried. So no matter how slow I went to try to see just how he looked, that car just did not let me, it didn't allow us to see each other. It was fucking crazy. What are the odds? And little things like that happen when there's outside forces, that are affecting the relationship, I guess you can say. I'm in my garage, excuse the mess. So I wanted to do a reading for Aries just to see how they might be doing. That's just my personal experience yesterday. It was kind of a bummer, but that happens a lot. Like we'll see him and then we won't really see him. Hey girl, what's up? You know what I mean? So like we'll see, my son will see his dad, but there'll be something in the way. A bus will come by and then the light's green and he's gone. And it's just crazy shit like that. And that's gone on for over a year. So it's kind of crazy. And I usually don't get bothered by it, but it bothered me yesterday. It was kind of sad, I guess. But for the record, did I try to do anything to get him back? No, I did way before, 12-year marriage was a lot. But I stopped. By this time, I was already tired, and it was already so deep in that I just couldn't do the battle. So no, I didn't. Why keep somebody that doesn't? You know what I mean? No spirit's gonna keep me away from somebody that I don't want, that I want. So I figured he probably deep down didn't really want me, which is fine. I wish him the best. Anyways, so Aries. Oh, and then another cool thing happened. In one of my readings, I said somebody may be coming back. Okay. So this dude, and in other readings, I had said how I was so madly in love with a Leo and blah blah blah. Well, that Leo comes knocking at my door yesterday. It was crazy, but he's drama. Okay, so I don't know if he just came up in this layout. So if you guys have a Leo in your lives that you also were like head over heels for, if it was somebody who's you still harbor feelings for, he's coming soon, dude. Because this dude surprised the fuck out of me at my door. And Leo's also had baby mama drama. Okay, so mind you, the cards that just came up are the Queen of Spades, King of Spades, the Queen of Wands, and the Jack of Wands. Okay, that's a lot of people. That could be you and a child. That could be, those are two cutthroat. I mean, you got Bonnie and Clyde in this layout, my Aries. So you guys better have your weapons ready because something's going to happen. Or you are surrounded by it's going to be a couple, because if they're together, they're going to be a couple. And they're against you, okay? So I believe you guys are the Queen of Wands. And I think they're going to come with drama, okay? This may be a family situation or a social circle situation, or, you know, like your friends or whatever. Because the Queen of Spades is a malicious, sexy, but cruel-hearted bitch, dude. This woman knows how to use her. She uses her sex appeal and she knows it, okay? She knows what to do with it. And she doesn't use it to get like a beauty pageant crown. She uses it to get a fucking husband away from his wife or whatnot, okay? This is not a nice person. And the King of Spades is also, could be a judge or a lawyer, but in this case it's also a criminal-minded person. This is a person who, this is like the Johnny Depp in like his worst movies kind of guy, okay? This guy will take what he has to. This guy doesn't second guess himself. This guy wants what he wants and he goes and he gets it. There's no talking. He's a doer, okay? The Queen of Wands is obviously, she's a fire sign. She's, you know, she's a badass. I love the Queen of Wands. She's a long-term girlfriend. She's somebody close to you. She's somebody you can trust her advice. She's really down to earth. She's a go-getter also, but she's not a crooked bitch. She's a beautiful, badass bitch, but she's not a fucking shady one. I like the Queen of Wands a lot. The Queen of Spades ends up being like the Queen of Swords. She's got a sharp tongue. Okay? The Jack of Clubs could be a messenger. Could be somebody who's impatient, who's young. This is somebody who's honest, but he's hasty. He's impulsive. You know, he's probably always hyper around you, and he's always texting girls or, you know, guys, whatever it is. And then you guys got the Ace of Spades. So these people are going to come with drama because the Ace of Spades is misfortune. So whoever, could be an earth sign. I'm actually, my husband is my husband. I'm not ready to say ex-husband yet. When I'm ready, I'll start, but right now I'm not ready. My husband's a Taurus, so these are earth signs, okay? It's a female Taurus or a male Taurus. Okay, guys? They're coming with drama or obsession. This Leo that came knocking at your door may be obsessed with you secretly, may kind of always be thinking of you, in a sense. It's the loss of someone close. Okay? For Aries. I just want to see what's going on with you guys. Because that shit blew my mind. Okay, the Four of Hearts. This is somebody who's hard to please. Okay. This is, if you guys have been thinking about moving, I suggest you go for it. This is like travel, changing your home, kind of avoiding this male earth sign is what it's under. So I would really consider that, if anything. You guys got the King of Hearts. Yeah, this may be a family issue going on. King of Hearts is like your dad. Yeah, I think it's your dad. Or it could be the father-in-law. But I think it's your dad. And the Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds is good. Breakups and cheating. Yeah, I have a feeling that these earth signs are actually, you may be involved with somebody from your past who's thinking of moving, and they may be coming to you to tell you that they're going to go. Or you may receive a message with this Jack of Clubs that he's moving. So, in other words, my husband might be taking off with his broad, in layman's terms, so I can break it down. Whoever this earth sign is, he may be having thoughts of moving that you're unaware of. Cheating might come out. Clarity's going to come to you guys. There's definitely a third person that was involved in this. Yeah, departure. It's an absence. It's going to be a distance between you guys, you know. Five of Clubs, it's the marriage card. Yeah. Small fights. Small fights with old friends. This is where you're going to have to make new friends because you're arguing with old friends. You are growing, you're changing, Aries, and that doesn't suit you anymore. It's not bad. Don't be upset. Just, hey, thanks for the experience and move forward, okay? Because that's what's coming towards your way. That may be all these people you got up here. Problems. Okay, Five of Spades. Problems. This is going to be like a blessing in disguise. You guys may be feeling a little bit depressed, a little bit negative. How's your guys' dad? I feel like there's something going on with your father. With this King of Hearts underneath the Queen of Wands. If that is your energy, Aries, how's your dad doing? How is your dad's health doing? The Queen of Diamonds. Damn, guys. You guys have a lot of eyes on you. Which is not new for Aries, but you know what I mean. You guys do have a lot of eyes on you, and not in the best sense. A lot of people are depending on you. Take your problems in a positive way, because people are depending on you. So be flattered, because obviously they think you can do it and they don't even think themselves could do it. So take it as like, cool, like, thank you, I'm flattered, as opposed to getting overwhelmed, okay? Um, oh, and then my girlfriend bought me these Ask Your Guides cards. So I'm going to use them for you guys right now. I'm kind of excited. Let's see, in regards to these problems, okay? Aries. Fire sign. Whoa. Celebration. You have your joy guides coming out. Cool. Well, it is your birthday. It is your birthday month, so maybe your guides are celebrating for you. You know, people that have passed away are aware that you guys are celebrating right now. Truth. Your higher self. Truth came out. Despair. Okay, guys. Despair. All right, let's read. And you're shadowed with self-esteem. So I'm sure your self-esteem has taken quite a blow, but you know what? Enjoy your birthday. That's what you got to do for sure. I stopped having birthdays after 25. I don't get older. I don't get older no more. Let's see. Truth. Your higher self is present, activating your powers of reason and intellect. It asks you to develop clarity and objectivity when looking at your life, rather than interpreting events through the murky and distorted waters of emotion. Strive to see the reality of what happened in the past so you can acquire a more accurate understanding of what is going on. You may notice things that make you uncomfortable or challenge your ethics. Ask your higher self to give you the courage to stand up for your truth and address difficult situations to the core, rather than distance yourself or pretend you don't see the real problem because they make you uncomfortable. And it makes reference to the Emperor's New Clothes, that story, where the guy walks out naked because the guy convinces him he's wearing an Armani suit. Your higher self is motivating you to not only see life more deeply, but also to share your perceptions with those around you. This is the time, for example, to address your unbalanced budget and look for ways to cut corners. It is also the time to acknowledge your ever-expanding waistline and seek out what's really eating you, fat ass. I'm like, really? This is when you need to step away from your emotions and dispassionately study the problems at hand so that you can come to a solution without blame and projection. Nice. Ask yourself what the problem is, not who the problem is. Only then can you begin to find real solutions with productive outcomes. Your higher self is sharpening your perception and clarifying your view so that you can make important and necessary changes at this time. When the diagnosis is correct, the healing can begin. Look for the truth behind appearances. Okay, you guys get that? Cool. Oh, should I look up despair? Do you guys want me to read despair? It's hot today, huh? It's been a hot day. I'm melting. Okay, despair. Torment, apprehension. These are your nature spirits that are talking to you. Okay? Whether you call it a bad mood, a bad day, or even a bad life, a feeling of complete desolation and despair has you in its grip. All seems bleak. This isn't to suggest that your feelings of hopelessness are without cause. Genuinely difficult situations may be causing true anxiety for you. But it's more likely that your fears are exaggerating things. Fortunately, your nature spirits are on hand, luring you out of your inner despair and rerouting your attention back to nature. They urge you to stop dwelling on problems for the time being. Breathe the air, smell the grass, take a walk, notice the wind. Come back to earth, back to the moment, back to the beauty and bounty of your divine mother. There's my chicken. If you're feeling trapped in an emotional maze of fear and drama, your only way back to balance and clarity is to get grounded in the moment. Let your nature spirits lead you to Mother Earth. Okay, cool. I took a psychic class once, not by choice, but I went to a reading and this lady wanted me to do it. The psychic who did the reading wanted me to do the class. And she taught us a way to ground yourself. And it was really quick. You just have to close your eyes. Well, you can hug a tree too, that works. Or walk outside barefoot on the grass. That's another way. Or you can meditate real quickly and just picture the roots tying up your feet and picture them going underneath the ground. So I picture like layers, like an ant farm, and I just picture like, she did it with a rope, and just look at the rope, and if it's prickly or if it's like smooth, or I like to use vines, so I make them go around my feet, and I just picture them like kind of tying and going down, and then hook it to the bottom of the earth. And after a while, you actually feel a shift, like you feel yourself get pulled down. You feel the grounding happen. It's kind of crazy. So it really worked for me. Might work for you guys. It takes like 10 minutes. Okay? Now let me pull from the regular cards. I'll read for you guys real quick. For Aries. My grandparents might get, don't be alarmed. Oh, it's my, I also had this little boyfriend too, so you know what? Nothing really hurts me. Oh, I missed the text. But he's a cool cat. I like him. But that Leo, that fucking Leo. Anyways, guys, okay, for Aries. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, mama. For Aries, zodiac sign of Aries. And love. Second week of April. Zodiac sign of Aries and love, please. Okay, you got the Five of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Star. All right. So, give me a second to read what the cards are. Yeah, see? I can't see with this glare, but I know with the Five of Swords, you guys have had some kind of betrayal for sure. Yeah, you're not accepting a loss. You got the Empress, the Queen of Wands again, and you got the Page of Wands. Wow, that's the same thing as in the other cards. You got the Queen of Wands in the regular deck and the Jack of Clubs and the Queen of Clubs. You guys have them in both layouts. That may be you and your son. For the women, Aries, that may be a mother and son relationship too. Or it's just going to be a strong-ass message that's going to come through. Maybe if this person returned already, maybe they're going to have something to say to you. Maybe there's, maybe they come with deceit, okay? Be very careful with them. And it may be a message you need to hear. It's time, you know, it's time. You got the Ten of Pentacles. I don't want to move the phone, so trust me, I'm just doing rows of three. 3 rows of 3, okay? And you got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, if you guys have a financial situation that where you depend on somebody financially, this guy's being a dick. Try to get your own money in order because this guy's using that to control you for sure. If you have a situation similar to mine with an ex-husband, that's going to be him. This is that earth sign that comes in the beginning. So this is that person. You have him at the beginning of your other layout and you have him at the end of this one. So everything begins and ends with this son of a back-breaking piece of bread. Okay? So, but I want you guys to check on your dad's health because the Ten of Pentacles speaks of legacy and for some reason it can be an inheritance. And I just want you guys to be aware of any issues your father may have had health-wise. Just can't do anything about it, but at least make sure that, you know, just look into it. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Somebody's talking shit about you. Again, I always think it's your guys' in-laws because you guys are getting the mother-in-law card. I feel like the Queen of Cups is, or it could be a third person who's talking shit about you, who's putting false thoughts inside of somebody's mind because they're so focused on that cup, and that cup was your cup, that they might be running their mouths about you. And unfortunately, people may have believed them, you know. If you guys are getting a love offer, I hope you guys take it. I hope you guys have taken it or tried it or are thinking of giving it a shot. Everything you're considering, just do it. I feel like you guys are thinking different now, and I feel like just do it. Just forgive. It's not forever. You can always break up. Well, there he is. He said, baby. That's my name. Because I think that if you did get a love offer, I feel like it's going to bring a lot of positive changes for you. And if not, for the moment, it's going to help you forget about the hurt that you're in over somebody else, okay? If anything, take it for that, okay? Yeah, the Page of Wands, usually it's somebody under 30. They're stable, but they're a bit boring. they're young, you know, they still don't have self-esteem. They may have a lot of repressed anger. They may have like those kids that get like, oh, when they're playing games, you know. You got it, you see? I knew it. It's somebody who overreacts. Their reactions don't, they'll have like a crazy reaction to like a fucking drop soda. Like, really? Just get them up. But they're imbalanced in that sense, okay? That may be your child if you guys have, again, with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. So try to focus. I'll do a kid spread right now. They're unrealistic. They may even have like beginnings of personality disorders where people are either really good or really bad. They don't see an in between. So it's still time where you can fix that. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. You don't want them to grow up with this attitude where everybody owes them something. That'll be a pain in the ass, you know. Yeah, this talks about an inheritance. An inheritance or a gift of money. So it doesn't necessarily have to be inheritance, but because the dad card came up, just double check, look into that. Make sure paperwork's done. You did have a card earlier about legal issues, legal pending cases. You may end up, there may be something you have to go to court for and you know, take care of. You're shadowed with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So you haven't been able to think clearly. You have been lacking concentration. I told you guys that in another reading. Focus on concentrating, I said. Try it. Do one. My godfather once said, if you move this to this one day, that's it. Just try to do one thing per day till you get in focus, you know, because it's hard to be when you're scatterbrained. I'm scatterbrained half the time. Well, no, I'm okay today. But I have been there, so I do know, you know what I mean? You're distracted. You are complicating your own situations, is what I'm getting. You need to simplify. There's a song by Leonard Skinner, it's a simple kind of man. Like that, just keep it simple. KISS, keep it simple. K-I-S. Yeah, we'll spell it like that. So then, what else do I get from here? You're not holding down any job. You don't have long-term commitments. You don't have long-term relationships. You have no problem attracting the opposite sex. But keeping them is a different story. And that's happened. Maybe it's time to change. You know, maybe it's time, or you're going to be this way when you're 90. And I don't know about you guys, but at 90, I won't be able to drive. And I don't want to have somebody stable. I don't want to be dating at 90 or 80. Try not to take any shortcuts right now, Aries. If you guys, whatever you guys are doing, try to be faithful, try to be focused, try to be, keep it, you know, keep it. If you got a love offer, stick to that one person, because I think this is a month that you will get caught. And you guys don't do well and when you're cornered, okay? So take my word for it. Just chill out. This is not the time for you guys to do revenge stuff. I have a lot of clients that have been come to me that want revenge, darker work, and that's fine and dandy. It doesn't affect me. The backlash will be on the client, you know, and it, you know, not always, but most of the time. So just try not to think dark thoughts. Okay, one more thing I'm getting to tell you guys. If I were to tell you guys, write a list of I should, and you fill it up yourself, okay? So you put like I should, what would I put? I should be over my divorce. I should be more like my own mother. I should, I don't know. You guys fill it out. Do it, and then change the word should to could. You could. You could do it. You could do everything you want, okay? Bye, guys. I got to text back the boyfriend. Oh, I feel so weird saying boyfriend. Okay, bye, guys. And